That we did.
And Canadian, he scared me, and I wasn't even in the server.
So all shields are up.
It is Cafe. We'll press.
They know that Citizen is downstairs. There's plenty of drone work. Citizen, you can't do that already. A filthy kill.
Awareness there, and look at what he's removed. Remove the Capital. You're going to want that to try and deal with some mirror windows. Noodle, he gets caught. Now you've got a couple more problems to try and solve here. There's not going to be a very easy, direct way of dealing with that mirror window from below. Instead, you're going to be looking to try and make a head-on challenge, but Spite, tucked in the freezer, grabs himself too. He catapults M80 back into this thing now. The man advantage going into the final 15.
15 seconds left.
Easy. They've stalled out and they've gave up 2 kills for it. NJAR has dropped in. He's has to dodge his own flashbang because that one, my disc is there. He will flash in towards the bar stock, but tucked away in the corner Spoit is, but never mind. The swings him in that mirror window. A drop shot from Kino. A quick double kill. And he has burned away the Goyo canisters as well with his nades. A minute to go. Here comes DZ, here comes Naif, more importantly, straight in through. He doesn't know about the player beside him, and neither's Kino. And Naif takes him down.
Offside as well, ready to swing and start to challenge anyone that gets stuck in and around that pillar area. And with Noodle's position as well, M80 know they don't need to play the side, even for what little vertical there is. Cameraman grabs himself a 2-piece. Brilliant work there with the SMG-11. Noodle hits one with the shotgun as well. It was all down to Canadian, but he too will fall.
Mining room now, which he does get himself tucked in towards now. Fender trap will go off, and he's going to just go for the plant. He's going to go for the turtle plant.
He's going to stick it even with that trap activated. The Solace is going to be able to find that out below, but I don't think they're in a position to really do anything about it. That plant's going to be confirmed, and it's going to be down to gun skill alone to win this round out. Canadian, he's in the train with the Warden right now. Can charge it down, but Nate comes to the rescue. Spoit, he's able to join in on the pain as well. Citizen, conscious that someone is going to be out there, but Nate, all he has to do is lie prone. He just has to keep himself alive here, and this retake is going to be incredibly difficult. Noodle, he's already trying to disable that diffuser. Panda comes in with 2, and DarkZero, they pick up their first round here tonight.
Focus on and eliminate the players who could be in that position. And Shraver for Canadian, there we go. He's going to be using the impact EMPs, but he doesn't know where it is. He's went for the top left, he's went for the bottom right, and he chooses wrong. But Pamba, though, has been gifted a kill.
Work off that numbers advantage and really use the Monty to bully M80 right now.
Nice little play from Noodle, just opens up the door, puts pressure onto the Capitao. Cameraman's outside, he's missed the shots, and he doesn't know that Bolo came off the rappel. Here comes Noodle, a second one, but Bolo just says, I'm out of there, because they're flooding into the site. Bolo in the 1v2, he knows one player's behind him, he has to try and make this individual kill onto Kino, the shotgun round the corner. He wins that one. They have taken control of Train, but I would say for M80, they're happy enough with that. As Citizen has destroyed Naif of that angle. Naif was there for a very long time, hoping to find a bit of a cheese kill. Bolo has found one, but Pamba on the creep around, down through 90 he goes, hunting for anything he can find, but M80 have backed off, Ollie. They're so passive now.
And they can retake that top floor because DarkZero, they've got no presence up there. They can now start to work with verticals. There's plenty of shotguns to go around, and they can start to reopen some of these angles. Pamba, he gets caught out there, and the pre-fire is successful onto Cameraman as he does try to double dip, but his location now known. Kino, can he find the kill? We'd only just been praising him, and Pamba's picked up 2. A good position now for DarkZero to find themselves in. Citizen, he's going to have to make something happen here. He gets some damage in, but can't commit to the engagement. He has to dip away. The C4 comes out. Is it going to land? Yes, plant, stop, diffuser cold. Citizen now, 1 versus 3. He's only got the Roni. He's got to make this work. Panda goes down. Citizen, he's got time to hit the reload. He's full white flash, laid prone, but NJR swings the corner, and DarkZero pick up another round. Through as Pamba's doing now, but with that wall reinforced, it does just give a little pocket of safety to work in as the defender. Oh! Nate's gonna get absolutely destroyed by Kino there. The pre-fire was coming out and you thought, oh, it looks pretty good though, everything's lining up here, and Kino just pops up out of nowhere.
Canadians drop, though. They have not taken control of VMP and Restaurant, but Canadian doesn't care. He's going to try and go for the plant in towards Sinks. Is anyone here to try and stop it? Where's the Echo? Where are the Yokai drones? Is it going to be successful? Yes, it will. And now we need to see the post-plant retake coming in from M80. DZ have pulled a fast one. Kills start to roll on in for DZ. Kino, good night. The Monty's right beside you, lad. Cameraman, where were your cameras, mate? Looking for another one, but the Monty's just toying with him. Canadian takes him down, assisted by Pamba, and NGR cleans up the final.
Pamba is going to be playing just on the hatch inside a cocktail. NJR dodging the flashbangs as they come in, but Cameraman just gives himself up. The air jab wasn't ideal, and it didn't activate until it was too late. Spoit going to be the next player to fall to Bolo.
Kino does get himself in position, but Noodle, he's the one with the diffuser who will now drop it. Well, he tried to drop the diffuser to him, but no, where are we going? Canadian gives himself up to Noodle, and now Kino's thinking about trying to get the plant down. He will just turn and try and get this onto his back, but he's just waiting for Citizen to have full control of those vertical angles and wait to give that call.
Citizen can zone this off from above. We can hear the Capital utility getting sent in now, and Kino will find one onto Pamba. Bolo gets the kill back as a direct trade, but we drop into the fire. Citizen, unfortunately, the Capital utility was still in effect. Do, of course, have a couple of newbies in the mixture as well. You've got to hear that Canadian Solace play to perfection.
He gets so much grief for playing the Solace.
It's certainly a big part of the pushing factor and the force that M80 were trying to bring here. Pambazoo, relatively quiet so far. He's going to grab himself one as well. Citizen down and out. Oh, Cameraman as well. Pamba's really not done here. Feeling confident enough to make that rotation, potentially get himself upstairs. Nath at the close range. Thinks about the toxic bait, but it just catches.
But still, Cameraman in a good position in towards Coat, but nobody from DZ has given him any picks.
Well, Nath's still not been displaced from Wedding. He's going to be just inside a bakery now. You can see him draw for that shotgun. He's going to down Cameraman on the hop up there. Spoit starts to take a little bit of damage there. Pamba, he'd rotate all the way upstairs, and there's only 20 seconds left. Now the bottom of red is cut off by the toxic gas from smoke. Spoit, he knows where Nate's playing, but guess what? Another canister is on its way, and the time is going to do the rest here for DarkZero, showing incredible discipline here in round 8.
Time's up for Spoit. Is nobody home? Is nobody home for DarkZero? The plant will go down. Cameraman gets everything tossed at him, and he still... I think things are going to go in favor of M80 just because they have that diffuser in that position. Spoit can now hold on the top red stairs. NGR in the window looking to swing on to that upside down rappel, who has just eliminated Canadian. NGR is tucked in. Can he try and stick this? Is anyone there to stop him? A jump out comes in, but it gets eliminated. Bolo above, the diffuser is ticking away. Is nobody here? Is there going to be an angle being found? Yes, there will be. M80 stop the diffuse. Nath down and out. Bolo upstairs, drops the hatch, is going to be his only option. Pancake flops into the action, but he goes as well. M80 make it happen. Could be an option. Kino's the one with the diffuser, though. He's the player that we need to try and watch out for, who takes a more passive approach, straight in towards Piano, looking to pressure the player in towards Pixel. Down goes the Blitz. Spoits are nothing. Whoever he took Blitz advice from has not done him well, but the Monty is successful. Takes out Pamba before being traded off. NJR using the UMP to devastate in effect. And no hope at all. DZ flying high. Cameraman working on the windows with the air jab placed right on the windowsill. Flashbang as well. A C4 in return. Oh, almost gets Cameraman. It will take out his air jabs though. But M80 maybe looking to pounce into the site.
2 kills there for M80, and they're not finished there. Canadian, he's got the Alder in his hand, and he's going to have to make it work for him. Pamba, he's able to take Spoit down. 3 versus 3 right now. Noodle has got himself here into reading. He's going to get choked out there. Nothing that he can do about that. Downed out by Nath. Canadian, he's going to be on half health, looks to be cautious in his next engagement. Citizen could recover the diffuser, but he too gets taken down by the mighty Alder. 2 kills on the round for Canadian and only cameraman left to go through. There is going to be information on him up there as well, unless the BP has been hacked. But look at the kit, it's cold on the floor, gets caught out there by the beeper. I'm almost certain that DarkZero are going to know exactly where he is now, and there's a whole minute for him to try and work with.
What a horrendous position for that diffuser to be placed. Right in an open corridor with about 3 different crossfires looking onto it. Cameraman can hope that DZ will give him a pick, but the way DZ have been playing, they've been so passive. They don't give anything. They take everything and give nothing back. So cameraman, he needs a moment of sheer brilliance. Can he harness what he did at Atlanta, where he had a great play back then? Checking every corner, but it's not enough. Pamba with a finishing blow on Cafe. Many people would think you've actually done DZ a favor by taking away the Solus.
There's Army coming in to round out our banning phase there.
Start to target those key positions, of course. NGR's going to come under a lot of fire, but he wins the first engagement against Noodle. Yings go in. Here comes the flank, though. Isn't even watching it on the side of M80. Cameraman finds Nath. Straight in through the breach. Kino will go. He's looking for the kill, and he gets it. On to NGR. Pamba, though, has found a flanking kill, but now his location is known.
We can now start to use this breach against M80. He's got plenty of information to be going off here as well, and with Spoit so low, it's only going to take 1 bullet. Kino, he's going to start to try and get that plant down, removes the default camera. Pamba and Canadian, what are they able to cook up here? Spoit, he grabs Pamba there on the cross, and Canadian still playing from below. No C4 left, already used, and a very difficult retake on his hands here. He's trying to get to the top of Solar and get himself established in there, but it's always going to be difficult.
See if anyone wants to try and swing in, but Noodle is on the prowl below. Another drone. Pamba, they just keep coming at him, and Noodle secures his kill. Pamba off the mark.
Read on this, but as you say, Demo, 9 players alive going into the final 30 seconds. A nade will be sent to try and displace Bolo. It's not going to do too much of a job. Instead, it just gives him an opportunity to swing. Can he find a second? No, it was Nath adding on to that pain. Bolo still in a great position here inside a library if he can just hold on, but no, cameraman comes in, picks off the headshot, but cameraman's got the kit and he's only got 10 seconds to get it down. NJR, he's still tucked into stock here. He's in a great spot to deny Noodle from walking on through. Cameraman needs to start getting that diffuser down, and NJR needs to prioritize. He grabs himself one. Can he get a headshot? Yes, he can!
Have that big hatch down there that teams will want to try and play for and try and fight for. It's not the, I would say, the greatest of lineups coming in from M80. It would maybe like a little bit more hard breach. Canadian opens up with the first pick, and Noodle almost lost his life to a C4. So a brilliant start for DZ, but Spoit gets one back in return, and there's still a roamer up here. We still have Canadian.
Bolo's going to come up solo and join him there.
Oh, he's seen the gun.
It looks like he knows that he's there, but he's going to have a difficult engagement, and he almost certain doesn't know about Bolo at the top of the stairs, but it isn't going to stop him from taking Canadian down.
With that man advantage, you can see where they want to plant. He's yellow pinged the cabinet, so that's where all the action's going to go. But there are no C4s left. There's nothing that DZ have to deny.
Bolo in prime position, comes out of ADS at the wrong time, but still finds a kill. Picks up the second on the vert. He's tracked this whole time. He's grabbed the pistol. He's rolling back the years. 3 kills on the round, and it's all down to cameraman. He's pushing through. He's aggressing. Bolo with the pistol in hand. A quad kill on the round.
The shield's gone, but Cameraman's still alive. He will pick up his second shield and move into position. Citizen on the backstab coming up through West Main, but all of it's going to be on Cameraman. But he goes down to NJR. Canadian gets found out by Noodle. DZ apply the pressure of 3 versus 3 now. A shield that Citizen's not aware of. NJR's having a field day of this shit.
They're trying to buddy up a little bit here. 2 versus 3, it's very doable, but they need to find themselves a pick. Pamba playing coast with the shotgun. He's going to take Spoit down. Noodle is going to know roughly where Pamba is, but they've already been separated. Allowing DarkZero to break that down, and well, Noodle's options now are very few and far between. try and transition here to the bottom of Solar, get himself into Trophy, but these long angles, there's only one way it's gonna go. Picks himself up a double on the round. DarkZero are still separated right now. He can recover the diffuser, narrowly misses the shot. Nath, however, pinpoint accuracy. View of that. It's not actually displaced Nath though. Usually players will drop that hatch, and maybe that's what M80 are expecting here. Cameraman is going to find an opener here onto Bolo, going for a slightly different approach at dealing with that player on Fireplace. But with Nath still tucked into Library here, he looks fairly committed to this. Only now is he going to drop the hatch and narrowly escapes the bullets.
Oh, and a player drops. It's going to be a trade. Down. Nath is down. Can he get recovered though? NJR would need to leave his position inside a connector. Never mind. Kino picks up the down kill.
Start getting into this territory with only 20 seconds left. NJR tucked into Stark, starting to feel the heat from above. We can hear the smokes going off, but he's still got the shield to work with. Pamba, he's in a key position here as NJR loses engagement. Pamba's got no choice but to try and make this swing, but Cameraman's patient. Canadian, he's going to rotate himself back in, gets himself in a heck of a scrap with the stock player, but can't get through the first. There's the energy we wanted to see from M80.
Basement?
Down in the basement.
Yeah, thought so. Don't think DZ will want to go back in towards that bar again. Spoit, an opening death, gives himself up to Pamba, and nobody from...
You think about the Bolo round in round 4 when we last saw this site. All it took was him getting a couple of kills and getting himself back down to the site, and it was sealed and delivered. Finally, M80.
Blue control, and things really could turn in favor of M80. Hatch attempted to be opened by Kino, but Cameraman loses that one. Canadian with a shotgun. Hatch is open now for M80. In goes Noodle. Kino's going to join him. Both of them stacked up in the one room, but 4 players applying the pressure. Nobody from DZ wanting to move. Somebody's dashed across Kino's screen as he tries to reposition, but he's lost his teammate. Nath is dealt with Noodle. A shotgun being tanked by Kino, but NJR will get him in the end. The charge with the Ying, Candela's in hand, can make for these quick, aggressive plays. Oh no, Noodle's caught him! It's on his phone! A freebie for Noodle on the castle.
Against him, but he's just not too sure. Noodle got a glimpse there as players are starting to hop in now and get aggressive. Bolo put himself in through trophy window and grabbed one, but it was only ever going to be an attempt at a recovery. Citizen joins in on the action. Nath grabs himself a freebie on Citizen as they rotate through. Does something to level things back. If you can isolate this player inside a connector right now, they are on their own, just narrowly misses out on the shot. I feel like he's got to go for that and try and make something work. This Canadian was just a bit too far away there.
Yeah, both of them by themselves on either end of the map. Canadian will pick up the remains of Spoit, but 2 to find. Full health on both of the defenders also. Gadget on this door. Does he know that the one's creeping towards the bar? Trap goes off behind him. This is not looking good for Canadian. Time slowly but surely ticking down, but we don't get to that. Kino finds the kill. M80.
Conscious of the vert. Nath does have the kit and he is stuck, tucked in behind Trash. Cameraman has to now try and come out, can look to try and zap through that fog. But Big Bang Nadian, he's in the mix as well, and he's making that blitz work beautifully, clearing out this mid floor. Nath will go down before being able to get that plant down, so that's going to be the diffuser surrendered on site. Pamba, he takes Citizen down. NJR joins in, 4 versus 2. Still a good position here for DarkZero. And M80, they need to be cautious. Noodle needs to win this engagement here, and he's going to aggress on up, but instantly, he gets flashed out by the blitz. The C4 caught on the rail. Canadian needs to be cautious here. Pambazoo, he's already found one. Canadian's going to get down, but it still leaves his team in an advantage.
Diffuser has not been planted as of yet, but it will now. Noodle has 45 seconds to see if he can make this work. 3 players to find, 2 of them outside the breach. 1 player's rotated very deep to the other side of the map. Went up free trench outside of main door now. He might actually catch Noodle. He has no idea that a player's rotated a C4 out, but he does know about Bolo, but does Bolo know about him? Drops the hatch. Now they know where he is, and Bolo can hold from above. And nigh impossible position for Noodle to try and win. The time ticking away. And Pamba will seal that round. A lot of that wall isn't going to be targeted. Just has to worry about the one door, and an engagement. It's a scrappy one. Both players trading out. A great nade though. Citizen, you need to run. And he gets out of there in time. Noodle has taken down Bolo, but before Canadian has dealt with the trade-off, and Canadian's in the middle of the site. Nobody's home right now, and he has the diffuser in hand.
He's putting some good damage in onto Spoit as well. Nath eventually going to clean that kill up. Canadian could rotate back through and start to think about this plan, but don't forget, there is a pulse below. Kino, he's going to hit the revive onto cameraman. Information has to be precise here. He has to give a good swing over onto Citizen. The C4 goes out. It's shot mid-air. One, however, will be successful.
And JR swings in. Now he has to get off that position. He needs to cover for Canadian. M80, they have that extra man, but they need to try and coordinate this retake. Diffuser still yet to go. Canadian now will attempt it. We know there's going to be no C4s remaining, but there is still information with that cardiac scanner, and it will be planted. Into the post plant we go. NJR covering one side, Canadian the other. M80 starting to creep up. Two players towards Piano. NGR, can he deal with both of them? Canadian has to obviously go for the pulse. Citizen eliminates NGR, and it's all down to Canadian, a player running straight at him from Solar Stairs. A magnificent retake from M80. As of yet, both teams just wanting to maintain their man count. Canadian's in the middle of the site. Where has he came from? He's being pushed. Is he going to be able to get this kill onto the Warden? He just doesn't know where he is. 2 kills for Nave. Finally, the Blitz is dealt with. Where, oh where has Canadian came from?
He's appeared in the middle of the site, opened it up, and now Nath can start to get that plant down. He's being covered right now by Bolo. Pambazu, he's going to fall elsewhere, but it isn't going to matter because Nath is allowed to get the plant down and get outside. Bolo and him can now start to play this from the rappel. There is an equal numbers advantage here. It's 3 versus 3, so there is chance for M80 to play a little bit of retake here. They have to be quick with it, though. That time is ticking down rapidly, and for the meanwhile, nothing's happening. Spoit, he's going to get on and start to tap away a shotgun. It won't be successful, but the second shot will. Spoit, he's out of the picture now. Someone needs to jump on that case. They need to disable that diffuser. This can't be a bait. It can't be a switch. Boom! NJR, lock it up. DarkZero. The lineup is entirely different this time. We don't have the Cali, we don't have the Blitz, we've not got the same intentions. Instead, NJR's going to get in and start to open up that wall, but he's got no idea about Kino.
Lack of drones. They went for Canadian with the Candelas, and he will actually go for a jump, and this time it's through the single window, and in the site he goes. Canadian, he just can't stay out of it. He always has to be in the midst of it. Canadian with the LFG gets sat down. But cameraman, Bolo up on blue, wins one against Spoit. Pamba takes a hefty amount of damage also. Cameraman dancing around the site. And Pamba in the 1v3. No hope. M80, they're still in it.
Start to feel that heat, and Deimos is only the other side of the west main wall to him. The nade goes out. It's going to chip a little bit of damage away from cameraman, but an aggressive play from Pamba. It's the nade that ends up doing the business.
Pamba frantically running through the trophy. NGR still in this window, trying to lock down the player on the stairs that they know is there, but there's still all this vertical pressure that DZ just have not dealt with. Pambazu though! Big old swing on the Citizen. Back in DZ's favor now. Noodle above. Can he stop the plant? Kino, though, has tapped NGR's head off. Spoit is taking up that same position that cameraman was in. Noodle now on the creep around. But Noodle just has to try and stay alive, has to try and stay above.
He's been caught out on the drone there. Bolo going to find one onto Spoit. 2 versus 3 right now. Noodle, he does have the vert, but DarkZero have got the option of avoiding that vert. They don't need to directly play underneath that Nath. He's going to start to get the plant down. Noodle's desperately going to try and make something happen, but Pamba's on for 3. He might even pick a 4th up here as a desperate attempt for a C4 comes out from Noodle, and he has to make this rotation. He's got to get through the player at the bottom of Solar, but look at DarkZero. They have scattered here. We do have a player at the top of Ivy. That's going to be Nath, but Noodle, He's got to be cautious about the clock here. He really can't give too much time away. He needs to start thinking about getting these kills, and this is for everything. Who better than Panda to pick up that final kill and to send DarkZero into the semi-final tomorrow?
We're having a party in Manchester. Pamba in the last round was phenomenal. And DZ do it in 2. M80, they progressed further than they had previously.